In this video, we're going to go through some examples of multiplication and division with significant figures. So, in this letter E, they ask us to take 4.32 millimeters and multiply it by 8.1 millimeters. Now, when I put that on my calculator, 4.32 multiplied by 8.1, I get 34.992. Now it's important to remember we are not adding and subtracting, looking at the precision of each number and then choosing the least precise. We're multiplying and dividing, so we're looking at the total number of significant figures. So here, this has 3 significant figures. This has 2 significant figures, so my answer can only have 2. So the answer would just be 35. That's how we know how to round that final answer based off the number of significant figures. In this letter I, we're going to take 324.6 and subtract 317.24. So in the first step, when we take the 324.6 and subtract 317.24, on my calculator I get 7.36. So I'm going to have on the top 7.36 divided by 86.64. But this is important. This number was only precise to the tenths, and this one was precise to the hundredths. So this one really should only be showing 7.3. But if we round it right now, we end up with rounding error. So we write down the whole value that's listed on our calculator, but we don't round yet. So even though if we just were taking the 324.6, subtracting the 317.24, our final answer would be 7.4 because we had rounded to the nearest tenth, because our least precise number in that subtraction is to the nearest tenth. But because we have another mathematical operation, we write the 7.36, but we underline where it should have ended. So now on my calculator, I'm taking 7.36, I'm dividing by 86.64, and I get the value of 0.084949 and then 22. So now the operation that I just finished with was division. When we use division, we look at the least number of significant figures. So here there are 2 significant figures. I know that it's showing 3, but really only 2 count. This one has 4, so my answer uses the least number of significant figures because I'm dividing. So these 2 zeros do not count. That counts, that counts. So this becomes 0.085 as my final answer. I hope this helps understanding multiplication and then a combination of addition and subtraction with significant figures.